Working as a professional designer, sketching and note-taking is routine for me. In the past, I used to sketch on paper, photograph my sketch, and then convert the sketch into vector elements. Or if it were notes from a meeting, I would file away my printed copy for physical review and spend time either retyping my notes, which would inevitably leave out my drawn ideas, or I would be scanning a digital version of my notes. But now I have a better way. In this video, I'm going to show you how I sketch, export my sketch, manage my notes, and other workflow tips that can help both designers and business owners. I'm Amy Samuel, Creative Director for My Heart Creative. I've been sketching and designing for over 15 years. I love when my tools align nicely with my process. My favorite way now is to sketch on my iPad and take those sketches into Adobe Illustrator, where I can then work with my sketches as vector elements, or simply upload the notes for easy collaboration. What's even better is I do all of this in an app called Nebo, which is where I take my client notes and work on sketches for designs. Nebo is not a sponsor of this video, but I have really enjoyed their app, so I'll mention it many times in this video. I even had a great response from them regarding a support ticket and also suggested a feature, and they implemented my suggestion, which really meant a lot to me. When considering an iPad, I researched other note-taking tablets, tools, and apps. But before all of this, I saw one of our clients using another note-taking tablet, which inspired our company to use less paper and rely more on digital documents. The thought of trying to use less paper is hard for a girl who loves sketchbooks and sticky note doodles, but seeing digital notes being taken right in front of me gave me the idea that I could be more efficient with my notes for our team and going from sketch to polished design. Here are 5 things I considered before getting my iPad and deciding what app to use. Number 1, file management. When working with paper, everyone in our headquarters could easily access the physical file folder with my paper notes. But having multiple locations for our design studio made this a challenge. Not only that, paper notes and folders take up space and create waste. So I had to figure out how would my notes be filed and organized for my use, and how would I share these notes. I was also taking into consideration how these notes would live on if I were to switch to another note-taking app or abandon digital notes altogether. I wanted to make sure that wherever these notes were stored, we were storing them in a good, secure location with unlimited storage. Here is how I manage the files now. I take notes on my iPad in Nebo. After my meetings, I upload a PDF file of the notes to our company-wide file sharing platform, which is Box, for fast and secure access. I keep them on the iPad during the project, so I am able to easily refer to the notes or grab sketched elements if needed. Once the project is complete, I delete the notes from my iPad so I'm not taking up too much storage on my device. The team and I can still access my notes on Box and get what is needed as well. Our operations director and project coordinator also use digital notes and upload them for the team. Number 2, sharing and using sketches. The bulk of my sketch sharing happens in the way we manage our files internally, but some of my note sharing comes in handy with clients as well. I'm able to sketch during a meeting and easily show my notes to the client live. This is great when I'm on a video call with a client from another state or country. I can screen share my drawing or even lift up my iPad and share with them what I have drawn. This helps with project clarity and working on revisions, but also helps the client to see I'm noting down all that we have discussed. Getting everything written in my notes helps me to do a better job and build trust with our clients. Using my sketches is super fun for me. I tried many other note-taking options and even some more artful apps, but what I love best about Nebo is that I can do notes, image placement, convert to text, and doodles. My drawings can be converted into vector path elements by opening the PDF file in Adobe Illustrator and then refining the sketch for the logo concept proof I'm working on. I love sketching on projects in progress and providing my feedback to our team in a way that feels really natural to me. Number 3, notes and sketching combo. This detail is really important because there are some meetings where 90% of my notes are text-based details, but to be able to easily insert a drawn portion or point with drawn arrows is what made the switch from paper notes to digital sketching happen. Sometimes digital notes can feel restrictive, rigid, or cumbersome, but in Nebo's note option, I get tons of control. I can name the file, add the colors I wish, change my tool size, duplicate sketches, size sketch elements, and erase entire lines or precise details. With my iPad, I can quickly take a photo of something the client is sharing during a meeting and use it in combination with my notes. I can place the client photo or client digital detail and draw right on top of the image itself. The note option also allows me to change the background patterns and colors. Some people prefer grids and others prefer lines or dots. We experienced this when ordering physical paper for our team in the past. I love the customization and flexibility Nebo and our iPads bring for our team. Number 4, feel and flow. So the notes and sketching combo is one of the biggest ways I'm able to make the feel and flow work for me, but I also have one more tip to making the switch more enjoyable. I added a paper-like screen cover to my iPad, which helps with the texture when I'm drawing with the Apple Pencil. By the way, to make all of the flow feel right for you, you must have the pencil. And number 5, team use for scale. Even if you do not need to sketch or even plan to doodle on your notes, Nebo and the iPad can be good. Nebo offers a document option and an import as PDF option that you could try. The document option gives you lined paper and can be set to easily convert your handwriting to text. I actually thought this was going to be my biggest need when switching to digital notes, but it turns out I keep my notes in handwritten form. However, when I wanted to convert my handwritten notes into typed text, I tested other apps and Nebo's was by far the best. And I have bad handwriting, so Nebo being able to read my writing is impressive. The other great part about having iPads for our team is when we travel to meetings or even across the globe, the iPad can be used for emails, working on project management tools, taking quick photos for documentation, uploading to Box, and more. I really did not like the idea of committing to a tablet that is for note-taking only, or choosing the iPad has proven more useful than a notes-only or sketch-only tablet. That's all I have to share with you today. If you like this video, please hit the like button. I hope this video about sketching for vectors and note-taking on the iPad was helpful. If you have any questions for me regarding this topic, let me know in the comments. I'm happy to do more videos about how I use my iPad or Nebo. If this is interesting to you, let me know. Please subscribe and I'll see you in the next video.